Let's go to Mike, who's a Nottingham Forest fan. All right, Mike?
Evening, fellas.
Mike, up the tricky trees.
I mean, we're getting a lot of fans in the media this year, and I think it's deserved. I've never had it so good. Nuno's been amazing. I think Alanga's point to prove tonight was personal. And I'll be honest, I am so glad we put Man United back in their place. What a horrible team. They deserve their decline, and we can take their place in the top four. No, they do, Jamie. They do.
Why? What have they done to you?
Well, they weren't trying to play football. They've got some really on-the-edge players that don't play. You know, they're not nice to watch.
Go on,
and
name them.
The ref space, well, Fernandez, Garnacho, he kicked the ball away petulant. They deserve the decline. Anyway, I know I've spoken about them. I want to talk about us. We will take their place at the top of the table. We deserve this. Ryan Yates, oh my God, he could lead the military of this country. He's unbelievable. He's amazing. Nico was brilliant. Tonight was just absolutely sensational. I mean, to be honest, I'm worried about the injuries, like Nuno. There are some totting up now. Aina's probably been the best fullback in the country.
Yeah, he's
Wood's out. You know, where was Adoy tonight? A bit worried, but Alanga was amazing tonight. And
Still got through it. Got through it, man.
I think we might now, tonight's result, hopefully have enough to get just to the end of the line. But the effort after 120 minutes was supreme. I mean, what do you think? Do you think we're in the Champions League next year?
I think you're in the Champions League, mate. I do.
Yeah, it's got to be a hell of a collapse. And the teams behind aren't consistent enough to capitalise on the collapse.
No.
I think you're there. It's not. No, anything football can happen.
Deserved, by the way.
Well, they've got to play each other. They've got to play each other. And Jace, do you think our last day of the season will be a shootout for Champions League?
No, I don't. I think you'll be there. I think we'll be trying to. I think we're going to miss out. In all honesty, I'm not convinced. I've seen enough. I've not seen enough from us.
Can I just say, it would be a travesty for English football if Man United do win the Europa League, so they can be in the Champions League.
What's your beef with them?
What's the problem with you and Man United? What have they done?
They just declined away from the super. You know, like say they're embarrassing. They used to be a superpower, and they've just.
What have they done to you though? What have they done to you personally? They've done something to you, haven't they?
I love football. I think that old Ferguson team, Keane. You respected their players. They were good players. Tonight they didn't want to come and play football. They were just. It just didn't feel like the right football attitude. And you know what? If they win the Europa League and get the Champions League, they're going to come for our good players because it's Man United. You know what? They've had their time. You know, empires fall, and now there's a new world coming with Villa in the Champions League this year, us next year. You know, that's what it needs to be.
Let me ask you this, Mikey. Let me ask you this, because we've seen in the last two seasons sides make certainly playing Champions League football they haven't done for years, right? One of those, Newcastle last season, didn't quite cope the way they would have liked with Champions League football and then Premier League. You make a very good case to say Villa, something similar this season, even though they're in the quarterfinals. Will you have the squad, do you think, to compete not just at Premier League when that's your bread and butter, but also travelling around Europe as well? Or do you think that squad needs to be fattened up?
Well, you know what? It's going to be a big ask, isn't it? But we've got a chairman who will get behind it. I think if we make the Champions League, we can say no to some of these big offers, at least for a year, for some of these players like Gibbs White and Milenkovic was unbelievable today. Oh my! I swear, Vidic lives. Vidic lives. He is unbelievable, Milenkovic, right? And it means it's going to be harder. But look at the leaps we've come on with this manager from last year, with the investments, you know, good investment. I hope so. It's going to be tough, but let's have the shake-up, this cartel of Big Sick. You know, the referees give them every decision. It's just so refreshing that we can be the club that represent the change. Like, let's do it. We can do that.
All right, Mikey, you're a star, mate. Thanks for coming on. He's not having Man U. He's gone after him, mate. Well, let's speak to a Man United fan. Josh joins us. All right, Joshy?
Right, Joshua?
Are you all right?
You all right, Joshua?
Josh, how you feeling?
Yeah, what's up with him? Forest fan worried about Man United. What's up with him?
I don't know, mate. He's got a hell of a beef, though.
He's got a bit of beef.
I was going to say, his team's just gone 10 points in the Champions League and he's talking about us. We must have
You
really
are terrible, though, mate.
In the 90s.
You are terrible.
But, right. I get... So, a new manager's come in, right? I understand, and he wants to play this system, and I totally agree with him sticking with the system.
Right.
And I get we've not got the players, and that lad that was on saying about the fullback to get that. And like today, he's saying we came to Forest and didn't want to play football. We had all the ball. They just got us on the break. That's all they were doing, was just get us on the counter attack.
I know, but that's the
we
way.
Had all the ball, but the problem is they haven't got the players. We haven't got the players to at the moment to fit the system. And I understand what you're saying about the the players we haven't got in the system. I get that, and the summer is going to be hard. But like, you can play the violin. We're current holders of the FA Cup. We've won 2 trophies in 2 years, and it's the worst team I've ever seen.
Get the fishing rod.
You know what I mean?
That violin, it gets everyone. Just let it go, mate. Just let it go. Just the violin. You don't have to jump and nibble on it.
Josh, let it go, matey.
You'd absolutely die to have the FA Cup, Jamie. You'd absolutely dribble.
He's had a massive chomp. Honestly, you need to stop off at McDonald's, mate. Get yourself a burger. You've had a massive nibble there, pal. It's just the violin. Don't fall for it.
This drive home's given me. I've been depressed.
Oh, dear.
I've got to be home tonight as well to make it even worse.
Why? What's happened?
Well, there's a mess up with tickets, and I ended up just having to go on my own.
Oh, right.
So I booked a night off work. All the lads.
So you went all the way. Where do you live?
I live in Norfolk.
Probably live in London, didn't you? Being a Man United fan.
Well,
where's you live?
Well, that'll be even longer, wouldn't it? No, I live in Norfolk, so it's about an hour and a half.
Nah, it's not the worst journey. But I mean, you've gone to watch that performance. Gee, you got Harry Maguire running channels.
Yeah. What do you think?
I won't lie. I did have to leave early because I parked on like a park, and it was one entrance, like a tiny entrance. If I got caught on there, then I was an absolute mess.
Yeah, that would have been a disaster.
Yeah.
Well, you missed Maguire. He's the most dangerous player when he come on, causing all sorts of bother. He was.
Yeah, I was watching it on my phone as I was walking.
Working the channels like Shane Long.
Jesus Christ! Might be signing him next season.
Oh dear.
I don't think it's all doom and gloom. I really don't. I think. I think saying about Europa League, we could easily win the Europa League. I'm not saying we will, but there's an easy chance we're straight back into the Champions League. Then
look, you could because you're Man United, but I'm not convinced, mate. I'm just not convinced.
I don't think it's all doom and gloom. I think we've had not about injuries and stuff. We've had loads of injuries this season. Oh, here we go.
Oh, Joshy, mate, listen.
Safe journey, Josh.
Safe journey, Josh. Enjoy that journey home. It gets them all, doesn't it? The old violin.
It's horrible.
It's horrible.
I've been on the other end of it, right? When I phoned off, Chelsea got beat. It's terrible. There's nothing you do about it.
There is nothing.
It just continues. It hurts. It gets the bits other people can't get to.
Yeah, it does.
Stings.
Oh, dear. Right, keep your calls coming in. We'll try and squeeze a few more on. You're listening to the Sports Bar on talkSPORT with talkSPORT Bet. Download the app today for the latest odds and offers. 18 plus. Begin with Dog.
The Sports Bar with Jamie O'Hara and Jason Cundy. Monday to Thursday nights from 10 on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.